Yo, what up? What? 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 Wait, what, for how long?
If you're a Saints fan, you might be feeling like that this morning. And it's easy to see why with this recent news cycle. I mean, first, losing Jameis on Sunday. We now know that is a confirmed torn ACL out for the year. Then, on this Wednesday, November 3rd, Mike Thomas taking to Twitter to inform you that due to a setback in his recovery from an ankle injury, he too will be out for the year. A couple of really big offensive blows to a team in dire need of offensive playmakers. So of course, the natural reaction to this news has been doom and gloom. And I get it. There is no doubt that after this news, the Saints' ceiling is lower than it was before. But that's part of the problem with sports, and more so how we consume sports. We love to predict, this team can't win a championship. And then when they don't win it, we love to say, see, I told you so. But here's the deal. Only one team wins it. Saying a team won't win a championship is literally the most spineless, mathematically friendly prediction a person can make. And yet, we spend the majority of our time trying to evaluate whether or not the team we cheer for is capable. And in doing so, we become far too focused on the ceiling, the destination, the championship above all. And we lose perspective. What about enjoying the journey? What about enjoying the fight? What about enjoying the Superdome? After all, if you spend all your time nitpicking the bad, you're going to lose sight of all the good. And let's be painfully clear. There is a ton of good to celebrate on this 2021 New Orleans Saints team. In a league where no one can seem to win without great quarterback play, Sean Payton continues to defy the odds. Think about it. This is the first year post Drew Brees. The first year after a decade and a half of consistent Hall of Fame quarterback play. A death knell for many teams, and yet the New Orleans Saints sit here today at 5-2 with wins over Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, the defending Super Bowl champs, the two teams that played for an NFC championship. And the wildest part about that is that it's not even a fluke. It is real. It is Sean Payton. I read a great stat in a Jeff Duncan piece in Times-Picayune this week. Since 2019, Sean Payton's teams are an NFL best 26-33. In that span, they have played 4 different starting quarterbacks, and along the way have delivered the career worst losses to Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. But there's more. Since 2019, the Saints are 17-6 with Drew Brees. They are 13-3 with Jameis Winston, Teddy Bridgewater, Taysom Hill, and Trevor Siemian. But I got more. How about fighting against the odds? Since 2018, the Saints have been underdogs just 13 times. Impressive in and of itself. But Payton takes it one step further. The Saints are 11-2 in those games. Not 11-2 against the spread, 11-2 straight up when they've been underdogs. Saints money line guaranteed win. And I got one more Sean Payton appreciation piece. Chances are if you love the Saints, you hate the Falcons. When Sean Payton got here in 2006, it had gone south against the Falcons. In fact, you had fallen behind 31-45 in terms of the all-time series. Well, Sean Payton has gone 20-8. Going into Sunday's game, that series now sits 53 Atlanta, 51 New Orleans, looking like 52. So obviously, Sean Payton, inarguable beast, should be coach of the year. But how is he doing it? Now, the full depth of that is enough to make a million videos on. But on the surface, he is an offensive mastermind that does what all coaches strive to do, but can't always attain. He fully understands his personnel and how best to deploy them to make sure that his team wins when that clock hits 0. And notice, I'm not always talking about dominating. I'm talking about just finding ways to win no matter what. And that is one of the most exciting parts about this year's Saints team. They are fighters. They scrap, they claw, and they find a freaking way. No one punks this year's New Orleans Saints. Why? Well, now we arrive at the next biggest reason why this team is where they are. And that is the defense. This Saints defense is elite. And now, with the return of Marcus Davenport and David Onyemata, they addressed the one seeming weakness that they had, the ability to generate a consistent pass rush. They're doing that now. And when you look at this Saints defense, you see all pro caliber players at every level. Cam Jordan may not be the pass rusher he once was, but he's still pretty damn good, and he remains one of the best edge rush defenders in the entire NFL. Marshawn Lattimore is a top 5 corner. Marcus Williams is a top 5 safety. And then, of course, we arrive at the heart and soul of this New Orleans Saints team, Demario Davis. Just saying his name gives me goosebumps. If you're a GM or a head coach, this is the type of guy that you quite literally dream about. There is nothing he can't or doesn't do, and it starts with his play. He can cover sideline to sideline. He can rush stuff. He may be the best pass rushing middle linebacker in the entire NFL. And if that wasn't enough, he's an incredible leader, both vocally and by example. If you have not seen his pregame speeches, go look him up on YouTube. You're welcome. You're going to be ready to run through a brick wall. And if that wasn't somehow enough, he is also an incredible leader in the community off the field. He donates his time, his money to multiple philanthropic endeavors, all while championing the improvement of the city that he now calls home. I freaking love Demario Davis, and that's what this is all about. On this day of bad news, do not get lost in what you don't have, focus on what you do. And right now, when I look at this Saints team, you do have an elite head coach, 2 elite coordinators, and an elite all-consuming leader in the middle. I see a team that won't back down from anybody, from any challenge. I see a team that is going to fight you, that is going to make you earn everything you get every single Sunday. And that, my friends, is worth celebrating. Who dat? Look, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I brought a little optimism to your day. Again, because let's enjoy this journey. Let's enjoy the fight week to week. This Sunday, it's the Falcons' turn to get their ass kicked. If you like this, check out Off the Bench in the morning. Subscribe to our channels. Off the Bench Overtime. We got our Off the Bench channel where we talk LSU. Hit the like button, hit the bell, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.